Live life to the fullest and focus on the positive. I love and hate this quote. So if you have not found me on social media, I highly recommend it because I will tell you that I'm the most positive negative person you've ever met. You're welcome. My name is Elizabeth Struce, and I do believe that you have to focus on the positive, but you can honor the negative at the same time. I don't think that as humans we can actually strip those things away like we think we can. So this quote is not meant to be one of the toxic positive quotes that we have lived so much in the society, but to live life, focus on the positive, take time, process the things that aren't so positive so that you can actually enjoy life. While I don't always enjoy the moment of not feeling good, a good cry feels real good. Just saying, I like my meltdowns because they definitely help me re-navigate. So let's jump in, speaking of meltdowns, to social media. Have you ever struggled with, okay, I have this cool photo, now I have to create the words for it. Or I know how to talk to people, but like I don't know how to get photos of what it is I do. Like, listen, how many times can somebody see a cup of coffee? I've made 600 cups of coffee. Like, I don't know how to make this one different. Social media is not about how different you are or how different your photos are or how famous your reels are or TikTok or whatever. Social media is about creating connection with people that maybe don't know you yet or deeper connections with people that don't get to know all the sides of you. Social media is a reset. So every day we go to bed, we lay our head on the pillow, we wake up the next day, and no matter how tired we are, there's a reset that happens. So use stuff you've used before. Do the same redhead 600 times because you will find new ways to talk about it and somebody will see it differently because they didn't understand it the last time. Do not think about social media as always being new, 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 because you are not always going to be new and shiny. But if you are consistent and consistent and consistent. I know it's really hard for us neurospicy people, but I promise you, if you can make the plans and you can just take the time to acknowledge them, most of the time you'll win. And then sometimes you won't. And that's okay. Welcome to being human. So, target avatar. Who is your target avatar? Where do they shop? What are their habits? Give me an age group. Listen, we are not looking for all the 21-year-olds or all the 61-year-olds or all, I just want to know, like, if you all right, so I'll give myself as an example. I am 37. So my target avatar, the people that I'm going to find the easiest conversations with are typically going to be 10 years younger than me and 10 years older than me. So I would fill this age in as 27 to 47. These are the people that are going to typically in life be very similar to where I am. And when you're talking about serving people and showing up for them, I promise you the ones that you enjoy talking to are going to be the easiest to get referrals, um, more services, enjoyable services, show up on bad days. And honestly, like if you're trying to tell them to do X, Y, and Z at home, they're going to be a lot more likely to listen to you. So, what are they interested in? And what are their occupations? As a small business owner and as an author, guess what? I have a lot of small business people and authors. And I have a strange amount of creatives. Wonder how that happened. So, what problem are you the solution for? So if you are service-based, whether you're making coffee or a yoga teacher or yoga and massage, like whatever your thing is, you know that you are here to help solve something. What is it? Is it, so we'll go for yoga. For me, yoga solves that I am a very busy person up here, but I actually don't believe in being a busy person. So that will help me merge that within this whole person. So how are you talking to your avatar about these things? And then which social media is most beneficial for you? And where are they online shopping? So are your people going to be found on TikTok? Are they going to be found in Carbondale, Illinois? Are they going to be found on Instagram? What sites are they online shopping, not just physically shopping at? Fill this out. And what's beautiful about this is come do this every year. Your avatars will change as you do. And that's the most beautiful thing we can ask for in this service-based industry we have. So what are your long-term goals? What are your short-term goals? And which platforms are going to be best for you? Fill it in. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. I put this page in not because you're going to do this every month, but it's nice just to get an idea to start. So What are your two main topics? As a hairdresser, I talk a lot about design and color. I even talk about how to keep up with it because I think that the world needs easier days. I believe in making mornings easier. So those might be my core topics. And I might do an educational one and an inspiring one just based on what I'm feeling when I fill this out. Hashtag manager. Listen, you can go on Google. I think there's best hashtags, all hashtags, but type in best hashtag manager is not the word I'm looking for. But you could just type in best hashtag, and I promise you it's going to come up with a website where you can put in your topic. So I might say hair. Hang on, I forgot I was on highlighter. So I might say hair is my topic, and then I'm going to fill in all my hashtags here. And then I might say, oh, I talk a lot about trauma. So trauma and then hashtags here and color, hair color. So hashtags here. And you know what? I want to talk in the new year more about being gender neutral. So I'm going to fill in those hashtags here. Part of the reason to do this is that as I'm working forward and using these other platforms, I can then take the information from this page and move it over. Hot tip I totally stole from somewhere on the internet. And listen, if you're the person that provided this, please at me and I will totally give you credit. But you can pick Monday through Friday hashtags. Then go through and pick industry specific. And then hobbies. So like you can cross section some of the stuff that you have at the top based on the stuff at the bottom to be able to maybe make it more identifiable, more for you, and so that your hashtags aren't the same every day. So go through, knock this out. I would actually recommend before you jump into this next step, take a deep breath, pause this, and then keep rocking and rolling. Did you pause it yet? All right, so hopefully you paused it. Otherwise, you're going to be completely overwhelmed as we move forward. Strategic planning for your monthly planner. Create a monthly theme, create where you're going to create it, plan where you're going to create it, gather all your content. Honestly, it takes me a week to gather my stuff, and it takes me 2 weeks to post for the next month. That is what works for me. Find your version. Weekly planning, we have that set up in your daily planner, so watch out for those videos later. Schedule your post in Planoly or Plan or something similar. That way you don't have to do it every day. Listen, when we think that we're going to show up every day the same, we are lying to ourselves. Also, 47% of your day is lived in your habits. If you don't like your life, change your habits. Don't change your life. It doesn't work that way. So take some time, look at your avatar, and then look at where your posts and your reels and where those things need to live, what days, what time. That way, as you are scheduling per this page, you will be able to find a much more consistent schedule that will be seen by the people you want to see you. All right, forget all the reasons it won't work and believe the one reason it will. You are worthy of everything you dream of. All of the little voices telling you otherwise, you just need to squash them. All right, content planner. So this shout out to Celine for teaching me how to use Canva. If you feel like you want a social media class or a Canva class, please, please, please reach out to Celine Dupree. Amazing woman and knows what she's talking about and will help you with making it authentic and what you want, not what the rest of the world says you want. So you're going to go through, and this is just a bunch of ideas to be able to look at what it could look like for you. Planoly and Plan are two of my favorite apps. I've listed the reasons on here. I won't read them aloud to you. And then what content ideas do you want to use? What content ideas would be helpful to you? And is there something that maybe I didn't list on here? Write it down at the bottom. And then this beautiful thing lets you get an idea of, you know what, I want to do behind the scenes this often. And maybe I want to do reels in every batch. So I'm going to look at what this looks like. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't want to put that one there. And this is part of the reason I enjoy digital is because I can move that there. So screw this up, play with it. Just play in the 24 squares so that you're able to make the next step. All right, so fill this in, screw it up, do all the things,
and then just keep rocking and rolling. Do not fill this out until the end of 2023. I want you to be able to finish this planner and see all of the magic and all the things you screwed up over the year, instead of having to try to just guess through your year. So welcome to your yearly planner with Tenacious. I look forward to seeing you when we start talking about the monthly and the daily and how to break it down even more bite size. Until then, live life to the fullest you can.